Welcome back to HSR Orbit, where today we are going to be trying 3 different teams at 3 drastically different price points, or rather cost points, to find out which one is going to be the most worth it at their cost. So for today's content, I just kind of want to show you guys the differences between 4 cost, 8 cost, as well as 12 cost Mortenax Blade, alongside with 2 potential variations of Acheron, one using E1 Tribbie and one using our Ashveil instead. I would say from what I've seen in my personal guides at full ESO, Ashveil does clear a little bit faster. For this particular video, it's not going to be so much of a competition between both teams, because at the end of the day, they are all going to be Acheron teams. It is more so for Acheron users to decide for themselves which costs do you want to invest in order to make your Acheron as strong as humanly possible. So for the different team mods, I'm just going to be showcasing this screenshot right here, and then as we're going to be playing this, we are just going to be updating the results as it is, right? So the rules are going to be very simple. Relics in the early access unchanged, first try only, no resets, anomaly arbitration keep the exact same blessings, and any other suggestions, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. So we're just going to start off immediately with the E1 S0 Tribbie. So this is going to be our E0 S0 Acheron, E0 S0 Blade, as well as our E1 S0 Tribbie on DDD, and then this is going to be our Gallagher running a post of conversation for a little bit more energy regeneration, right? So without further ado, let's just jump in right now for anomaly arbitration king. I would just say that because we are going to be doing this worth it on Anomaly King anyways, I don't think I'm going to be... Okay, wait, hold on. I want to do a quick little change, which is to put my blade in the middle here, so that if he does get hit by AoE, my Gallagher can get a little bit more energy. But as I was saying, I don't think I'm going to be doing this particular episode for Anomaly Arbitration Showcase, because this boss is going to be something that we have fought before quite extensively. So I don't think y'all should be having too big of a issues when it comes to new mechanics, right? But if y'all really want to, just let me know, and then we'll kind of just see what's up. Okay, I do want to try and let my blade get this ultimate here, like right now. Okay, you know what? I did say no resets, but that was insanely unlucky that nobody hit my blade, which is just... I still want to gamble with my Acheron's passive, just so that my blade can still get the ultimate eventually, right? Okay, let's hit my blade one more time. Okay, that's exactly what we needed. Global passive is going to be proccing right there, which is actually kind of crazy. Gallagher sustain, and in the big 2-6, it is going to be, it is what it is kind of situation, right? Okay, so I guess we're just immediately going to die because we lost 500 HP from the MOC debuff. In case you guys didn't know, for this particular anomaly arbitration, you're going to be losing 500 HP per turn, and this effect can be fatal. So definitely consider running like a good enough sustain for this, right? So if you guys have Hyacine, I'll definitely run Hyacine right now, but unfortunately, because we don't really have ourselves a Hyacine at this moment, we're just gonna be having to just deal with it essentially, right? So we're just gonna go with that. At least this time Blade does get a taunt, so might not be as bad this time. Alright, Tribbie gets a follow-up attack, we still get a taunt. Okay, at least this time is gonna be a lot more manageable, so we should be a little bit better here. I'm just gonna pull my Acheron out right now, so I don't waste any of the charges. 694k on E0 S0 Acheron. It's gonna be a little bit scary. Gallagher, we're just gonna continuously hit this buckle over here. I mean, I do want to try to bring him up to the little spawns so that I can bring him as fast as possible. Okay. Alright, Tribbie gets a follow-up. Blade is gonna come in. Okay, and then bro is gonna start doing his hatching thing above, which should be fine. We're just gonna continuously hit this guy right here. This is going to be a little bit low there. Let's just cut it all right now. Ah, damn. Okay, very relatable damage. At least we get off the break, I guess. Okay. So we do get off the recovery as well as the incubation. Them hitting Blade here is absolutely exceptional, so we're just gonna keep doing this guy in the middle, trying to hit him as frequently as we possibly can. Blade, we're just gonna cast a skill first. Let's get our out before the enhanced skill, so we can get a little bit more of the free stacks. Tribbie is gonna go in. Alright. Acheron should be able to deal a decent amount of damage here. Hopefully we can get rid of the bugs. That will be really ideal. Okay. Okay, getting a little bit of hit there is fine. Do get us the DDD, which is gonna give us quite a bit of value. Okay, we pop that, which is quite good. Gallagher just gonna continuously hit this force over and over again. Sustained pressure is a little bit scary, but we do have ourselves basically 100% uptime on Blade, which is really, really good. You do want to save this because your ultimate is gonna expire, so you want to wait a little bit. Okay. Oh, actually, I'm blank, guys. I thought that was my ultimate. Okay, so that's actually my bad. This is a bit of a weird scenario because if I were to out right now, I think I should still get quite a bit of energy left. So you know what? I am gonna cast my ultimate right here because we have tutorial, which will give us quite a decent number of stacks, anyways. All right. So you can see our tutorial S5 is gonna be popping off a lot of energy regeneration. 6 out of 9, 7 out of 9, and then we are just gonna be able to get ourselves a second stack very, very soon. 8 out of 9, then this is gonna spawn in. Alright, oh, whoa, holy shit, that is an insane amount of goddamn damage right there, goddamn. Alright, Blade is gonna come in. Okay, this is the part where you want to save the ultimate, because you are gonna be expiring very, very soon. So let's just get that over there. And then Tribbie is just gonna go for the basic. Okay, this is chill, he's gonna spawn his greens. Okay, hitting Blade is fine. So now that he expires, we immediately cast our ultimate, and then we immediately cast an Acheron ultimate. Alright. It's gonna be 1 million damage, a little bit higher this time. Because this guy is gonna be weak to Quantum, and then if my Tribbie were to cast an AoE, she's gonna take quite a bit of a hit, which is also a little bit scary, but I don't think it should be too big of an issue, so we kind of just have to go for it. I don't think my Tribbie dies from this, actually. Saves my 1k HP anyways, assuming that we do get ourselves the hit right here. Okay, we are going to be getting ourselves the full stacks. Okay, that is very, very good. Get us the pop. Acheron should be able to dispatch of them pretty nicely here. 797, 48k. Gets us a little bit more, 7 out of 7 stacks. So this guy's Quantum Winners is actually going to be completely fine for us. Alright, so we're gonna get minus damage. Gets a little bit more stack over here. The incubation is gonna end. Alright, this is pretty chill unless Gallagher that's like hits it as too much. We should be getting ourselves the Blade out right here. Okay, we cast our Blade out first because AoE. So if our AoE can actually get rid of the buckles, it's a little bit more damage. Oh, that is a big waste. Okay, at this point we kind of just have to go for it, right? If I would have stayed there a little bit longer, I mean, we saved 20 AV, so I guess not that bad. Actually, more than 20 AV because I would have refreshed my Tribbie skill anyways. So, not too concerned over there. Let's just get ourselves a DDD right now. I do want Gallagher to apply our Besotted as fast as possible, because if we don't, it might be a little bit scary. So we're just gonna pop that. Get ourselves the Besotted. Okay, keep in mind for this one, you do need to essentially, the more stacks he gets, the more damage reduction he's going to be taking. So it's actually not going to be too ideal that we hit him very, very frequently. It's going to come down 2 steps over here. Just going to wait for him to spawn in the goons, because when we do break his toughness bar damage, okay, we have both passive, so it's chill. Okay, now that we got that, we'll hit it over there. That gets us another one, and then that's gonna give us another one, and then my Acheron is just gonna pop it out immediately. Honestly, I should have Acheron out first. Maybe I could have squeezed out a little bit more damage from my Blade's ultimate because it's pure AoE. Okay, hitting Blade here is actually really, really good. So I want to continuously hit this guy right here. 7 stacks. We do get a regeneration, which is quite nice. Get us this hit over here. The more they hit Blade, the better it gets for me. Okay, unfortunately, nobody wants to hit Blade, which is actually super, super unfortunate. Can you get a Blade hit? Oh boy. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, because I don't think my Gallagher is going to be able to survive this, man. Cause, oh. Okay, you know what? I think at this point it's gonna be where, like, I'm gonna say that in the big 2026, at least against Anomaly Arbitration King, our Gallagher sustain is gonna be looking a little bit dangerous, right? Because this debuff, honestly, it's a very, very, very scary debuff. Because if you take a look at this right here, you lose 500 fixed HP and you just die. So if a HP is too low, there really isn't too many things that you can do to stop this. So unfortunately, I'm just gonna say for the first time, this is basically disqualified. So we are not able to full clear this running 4 costs if we're gonna be running a Gallagher sustain, right? If you're gonna be running Hyacine, definitely doable, but that wouldn't really be 4 costs anymore. I think just for the sake of the fact that I want to see how the rest of the team is gonna be able to function, we'll just do like a little bit of an exception of looking at how our E0 S0 Hyacine is actually going to be able to pull this off. So for E0 S0, you definitely want to go for the Lycon over here, which is going to be the... where is the thing here again? Alright, this one, right? The story's next page is not as good because you do lose a bit of speed, but at the end of the day, E0 S0 is just going to be E0 S0. The gears are on, like I mentioned, it's not going to be the best of the best. So I kind of want to just see how we are able to clear this, at least if we can take away the sustained pressure, right? So just for this particular instance, we are never going to be using Gallagher again, so just treat this as like a 5-cost team, because this is in fact going to be a 5-cost team. So just for your considerations a little bit. Okay. We're gonna get our stacks. Tribbie's gonna go. Get our DDD. Hyacine's gonna go. Okay, we're just gonna immediately cast this so we can get ourselves the buff from the Econ. And then this is gonna give us perfectly at 9+3. Cast an ultimate from Acheron. Alright, and then the fish is gonna be spawning right here, or rather the horse. Alright, now another 9, 3 hit, that's good. We're just gonna continuously aim the horse right here. Don't think we are able to get off this kill, so we're just gonna go for the ult right now. Don't really overcap on our ultimate stacks. 4 out of 9, horse is gonna summon the bugs, which is kind of chill. Alright, more stacks for Blade. Hyacine, you basically always want to do a basic, because you give Blade more charge. Alright, so that's going to be 2 stacks instead of like 1 stack, so that's going to be quite nice. And we'll get our ultimate right now. Hopefully we can get off a big enough amount of damage, 1.4 million, which is really, really good. Get us the Acheron hit as well, so if this can actually get it off the box, that would be absolutely exceptional. Alright. Alright. That's going to be a pop. That's going to be a pop. Acheron very advanced. He's going to spawn in the little hatchlings. Or rather, his face is going to end here. So it's kind of what F's. We can pop over the blade right now because we are quite far away. We're quite far away. Okay. Okay, take a little bit of a hit. Okay, hitting Acheron here, not that bad. Oh, that is... oh, that's a little bit scary. Yeah, if that was Gallagher right there, it would have just been perfect explode. I do want to hit this quantum guy as much as we can, so that we can get him dispelled from that state as fast as humanly possible. We're popping out here. Alright, 6 out of 7. Alright, then that is gonna be 7 out of 7, and then we are gonna be able to get a very nice little break. So he'll exit this stage. Okay, we'll wait for him to do his thingy first. Alright, he exits the stage. Blade is just gonna do this. We'll wait for Blade's ultimate stage to leave. Wait for Blade's ultimate stage to leave. Alright, now we're just gonna instantly pop this back in. Honestly, Hyacine, let's go for the basic. And then we cast it out. And then we cast it out right here. Alright. Alright. Now we're just gonna be doing our Acheron things. Should be getting us, okay, a good amount of bugs here. If they all aim Blade, that will be exceptional. Alright, that is good. Alright, that is good. Alright, that is still really, really good. AoE, still relatively manageable. 9 out of 9 gets us an ultimate, so 5-man ultimate here. Hopefully we can save our Acheron. I don't think we are able to save. Oh wow. Okay, that's fantastic actually. So if we're able to save, then I'm not really gonna be too shy about it. We'll just refresh a little bit. Acheron can let go of the ult right now because this is gonna be max X. Because all of the low buggers there passed away. But it's just gonna cast a skill. Acheron's gonna cast a skill. Hyacine just gonna go for the basic. Hyacine always does basic. Alright, so you want to give as many stacks to Blade as well as Acheron as possible. For this one, we're just gonna wait for him to do his thingy. Alright, global passive. Just chill. Okay, he's gonna hit me once, 3 stacks. Okay, we're gonna cast an Acheron also, we don't waste any Acheron stacks. And then we'll let Hyacine do a basic. And then after Hyacine does a basic, then we'll let go of our Blade stacks. Alright, so this will be 5 targets, which will be the perfect amount of enemies for Blade. Then after we let go of our 5 targets, that's when Acheron can cast her ultimate for a little bit more over there. Alright, just as a pop, AoE comes in. See if we can get us the break right here. Okay, barely just enough, but we did break out quite a lot of bugs here, so we are going to be stacking a lot of vulnerability, which every single time the bugs die from our vulnerability, Acheron gets a free stack. So this boss is honestly super good for Acheron. Get off the break, and then we should be able to just get rid of all of them bugs, right? So look at all those stacks that we're going to be getting for Acheron right now. So it's a lot of free value. This should be giving me my DDD. So Tribbie DDD is going to activate. Blade, don't think we quite get enough to cast out here. Actually, we should be able to, actually. 7 out of 9. We can just go for the basic. And then we'll let our Acheron take a hit here. Alright. 9 out of 9. 10 out of 9. This gets a pop. Single target damage goes in. And then he is going to immediately exit out from this stage. We'll just reset from Blade right now, gets us the full off attack, and the Hyacine should be able to get us an ultimate right here, right? Okay, just in case we don't get it. How much energy do we have? 119, this is 21, so we definitely get enough for our basic, so we're just gonna basic into ultimate. Then this will give us the additional buffs. Bro is a chunky boy, right? Bro is definitely a chunky boy, so don't really have to worry too much about clearing him too quickly, right? Because this is definitely a fatty bomb. 9 out of 9, still got quite a long way to go, so we're just gonna go for the skill, wait for him to do his new thing again, so we're gonna have to reset this. Alright, he's not spawning his bugs. Okay, as a matter of fact, I'm just gonna let go of my Blade out here, because we should be getting enough energy to cast another Blade out very soon because of the additional skills. Okay, we can go for the basic, and then Acheron out is gonna come in. After Blade goes for his own skill, we are gonna be able to get us another one right here, right? This is gonna be skill number 1, and it's gonna be skill number 2. Very nice. There's the power of tutorial S5, which is really good. Even when we get crop control, it's chill, because we do have Hyacine. Don't really need to cast out immediately. Let's get off a skill. Alright, let's get off a skill. We're just gonna be popping out this. Okay. Once we pop this up, when Blade's thingamabob expires. Okay, when Blade's thingamabob expires. Okay, let's just pop this first. Then we'll get our ultimate right here. Bop. 9 out of 9 stacks. Tribbie is gonna come in. Decent amount of damage. We have the cast of skill here, so it is what it is. Hopefully, we just only aim Skype S, because the moment he breaks, we're gonna be dealing a lot of damage to the goons, so it's quite chill here. Okay, getting us an out here is fantastic, so we should be able to get us another Acheron out. And then once the bugs start dying, that is when we are gonna be getting a lot of free stacks. Alright, very good. So it's gonna pop. 10 stacks out of vulnerability is the max, by the way. You cannot stack more than 10 stacks, so 50% vulnerability is pretty much as high as you can go. That is kind of chill. That's still kind of chill. Pop over an Acheron. I think we should be able to say hi to phase 2 here. 6%, 5%. Gets us DDD. Alright, 3%. Let's just pop it out right now. Hopefully this kills actually. I don't think it does. Oh, okay, fantastic. Tribbie is gonna go for the follow-up. The bugs are gonna pop, so we start stacking on our vulnerability, which is really good. Cause a single target skill over there. Okay, Tribbie gets a little bit of the crop control, so it is what it is. Now we do want to try to break it as fast as we can. Go for the basic. Alright, he's gonna spawn one more. Alright, then he's gonna spawn one more. That's when I cast my Acheron. Alright, we do get hit here for Blade. We'll cast the Blade out. Ooh, unfortunately didn't get a Blade out over there, so it is what it is. This should be a good amount of damage though. So 9 out of 9 is gonna pop. Gets us 700k. Gets us another ultimate on bro. We kinda have to try to cleanse ourselves from the crowd control with Tribbie here, so it's a little bit annoying. Alright. Alright, it's gonna charge. I kinda have to cast a skill here, otherwise we're not gonna get rid of this, so it is what it is. Then we can cast our DDD, which brings my Blade back up. And after Blade comes up, we should be getting an ultimate, because we do have ourselves tutorial. Pop is the ultimate, and then we should be getting our Tribbie ultimate, which is very, very nice. Gets us a pop, which means we're going to be able to get our Acheron ultimate, and after an Acheron ultimate, I get my Blade ultimate, right? Okay. You're definitely going to be facing quite a bit of a stack wastage with Acheron, because it's going to be 3. And we are going to be getting a lot of debuffs on the box, so it kind of is what it is. Alright, Scarab Progress goes in. Let's get an out real quick. I'll try to wait for Hyacine's turn actually, so I can get a maximum value for my ultimates. Okay. Okay, really good. Blade gets hit. We're just gonna go for the basic. Actually, I don't think we're just gonna go for the basic. We're just gonna let our Acheron go right now, so that we get a little bit more stacks. Alright, so now we basic. Then Hyacine refresh out. Then Blade is gonna be able to get himself enough stacks to do the follow-up skill. Little Ika goes in. Blade does a follow-up skill. Barely just enough for the full ultimate, which it is what it is. Gets that. Gets that. Brings up Acheron. Acheron is gonna go 4 out of 9, and then we're just gonna hop this. Really good. Gets 5 out of 9. Alright, 6 out of 9, 7 out of 9. Blade's ultimate expire, but it's chill because the moment we cast our basic, we're gonna get our ultimate immediately. Actually, let me wait for Bro to spawn here real quick. Okay, wait. That was some historically bad timing. Alright. But in any case, not too big of a deal. We're just gonna wait for cycle 5. Because there's no way we clear in this cycle. Anyways, gets a little bit more of the final attack damage buff. So every single time you store in Anomaly Arbitration, the damage buff does help you improve your overall team's damage by a substantial amount. So it looks like we are going to be getting a 100 value 5 cycle dispatch right here. So Blade is going to go in. 1%. Yep, should be a 100 action value cycle. Acheron casts 1 more ultimate. That is going to be our 5 cost Acheron team, getting us a 5 cycle. E0 Acheron, E1 Tribbie, E0 Ashveil Blade, and a E0 Ashveil Hyacine. Right, so that is pretty much going to be that. Now I'm just going to quickly swap on over to, instead of running a E0S, or rather E1 S0 Tribbie, we're just going to take away the Tribbie and use this with E0 S0 Ashveil instead. So for Ashveil, if you do not want to run this, you could either opt for Swordplay. Alright, because Swordplay is honestly pretty good, but because of the way that the bugs work, you're going to be changing around the targets quite frequently. I'm just going to be running Cruise and Stellar Siege just to keep things as relatable as possible. Right, so without further ado, let's just jump in right now. Alright, let's see how this team is going to be able to hold up without a E1 Tribbie, and we're just going to be doing our Blade. I feel like because we're going to be running Hyacine, our sustained pressure shouldn't be that high. So I'll open with an Acheron technique instead, right? Gets us the hit. We always want to make sure we get ourselves the thingy there. Okay, that's good. So we are going to be able to get out. I'll immediately pop over and Hyacine out right now. Alright, 9. 9 plus 2 gets us the Acheron out. Okay, our damage this time is definitely lower compared to E1 Tribbie. But we'll see if Ashveil can actually pop us quite a bunch of nice things over here. Let's just consistently aim the horse. because the more the horse gets a turn, the better it is for us. And then we'll just let Blade do the AoE essentially. Okay. Alright. Okay, incubation is kind of chill. It's gonna pop open with our Acheron. Okay, a little bit more this time. I think we are gonna be able to get a break here. So that is pretty good. Gets us the little hatchlings. His Blade, which is kind of chill. Continuously hitting the horse. Blade is gonna get a AoE. We can pop an Acheron out right now. Then we'll cast a Blade out. Okay, we got a little bit of that. See if it kills the bugs. Okay, it actually does kill the bug right there. Didn't kill the one bug at the side though. Okay, didn't really kill that one bug at the side. I mean, it's 3 stacks for Blade, so I'm not really too much of a complaint. Guess that over there, this thing is gonna pop. Continuously hitting this guy. Before that guy recovers, let's just cast our Blade ultimate immediately. Alright. And then if he hits Blade, there's gonna be another skill. Fantastic. He spawns in. Okay, gets the caustic, whatever thingy. Not quite enough for our Ashveil, or rather we do get Ashveil right now, so let's go in. Then Acheron is gonna be able to get an ultimate right here. Then we'll just clip it and ship it. Alright, Ashveil gets that. We're gonna just continuously hit on this. Activate Ashveil as well as activating Blade's energy regeneration as well, which will be really good. He gets the extra turn, which is chill. I want him to summon his spawns. Okay, first things first, pop Acheron so we don't waste as too many of the things. Blade is actually gonna be losing his buff very soon. Alright, 6. Pop that. 7. Alright, he exits the form. Pop open the ultimate right now. 7 out of 9, and this is just gonna come in. 8 out of 9, and then when he hits Blade, oh wow, he do not hit Blade. That is a little bit scary. Okay, not that scary actually, so we're just gonna be able to pop an Acheron out here. After the big AoE. That is very good. Pop. Pop. Okay, now Ashveil can just focus up on this buckle over here. When Hyacine goes for the basic, Ashveil gets the out. And then we should be able to kill this relatively chill. Alright. Blade is just gonna go for the scale, and then we're gonna get another scale. I'm not gonna cast my ult because it's just gonna be single target. It's not too worth it. Let me see if Acheron can kill this actually. Yikes. Okay, because I am about to hit 9 out of 9, it is a bit of a waste if I don't let go of my Blade out. Because I'm literally about to hit 9 out of 9. So I'm just gonna let this go. Alright, single target. And then this is gonna come in. Alright, see that. Okay, I mean, I might as well just save the action value at this point because Acheron out should be able to kill it. Alright, fantastic. Hyacine, I might just need you to just go here for the basic over here. Just give us a little bit more stack. Just a little bit more stack. I will wait for him to summon his goons. I'll just let my Ashveil go in right now. Normal passive. Okay, we focus on this. He spawns 1. And we get... Oh, we should just activate the Blade out first. That's my bad. That's my bad. Then we get this. Okay. I'm a little bit sloppy there. I should have added my Blade ultimate. I think my brain was registering his ultimate is like gonna be an AoE. So that's my bad. Okay. What is our energy? 133. Don't think we get quite enough here. So let's just go for the skill. Alright. Pop this. And then we'll let this go here. Bug is gonna hit me for 9 out of 9. Gets a very nice AoE out here. Starts giving my Acheron stacks, which is tight. Okay, I kind of want this to hit this once. Okay, wait. So I don't waste any of my Acheron stack here, because once this thing pop, all of the bugs are gonna give me a lot of debuff stacks. So you really don't want to waste it. And Ashveil can go back in for the single target. Okay. Let's just Acheron out right now. 8 stacks of vulnerability. That is alright, I guess. Okay, there's a lot of free energy from the blade. Let's charge her out first. Then we're just gonna go in with a skill. Acheron is just gonna go for that. 7 out of 9. Okay, no crowd control is fantastic. Don't think he's gonna be able to get off another summon anytime soon, so we're just gonna let off Acheron right now. 2 cycle here, gets this basic, gets a little E-card, blade goes back in. We'll wait for the ultimate to expire here, because it's definitely expiring. Okay, then we cast this back in, gets us a skill. Crowd control is chill. Hyacine will cleanse that in just a second, so it's whatevs. Okay. For this one, I kinda wanna see if Ashveil can actually kill the boss. Actually, not, fuck it. Because as long as we keep attacking the main guy, the bugs will just die from the splash damage anyways. Alright, this is gonna go win. 10 out of 9 stacks. 11 out of 9 stacks. Okay. I kind of want to wait for Hyacine to get out, so I can get my HP off. So we go for 1 basic, 1 out, then 1 blade out, then 1 Acheron out. I also make my blade deal a little bit more damage here. And we instantly activate our Acheron out. Okay, unfortunately we are going to be wasting quite a bit of stacks here. Yeah. Wasting stacks is kind of inevitable, so it's kind of chill. Then once this guy explodes, we're going to be getting even more stacks once again. Alright. Then we're going to get a lot of stacks. That's good. That's good. Alright, that's good. Then this is going to be 9. Dude, we kill this? I don't actually think we kill this. Hold up. Okay, at least we got ourselves a bit of the attack buff right there. See if Acheron out can kill this. If the Acheron out can kill this, then I don't need to cast my blade out. Okay, not quite enough. We're just gonna go for the blade out then. Okay, so now my skill can do toughness bar damage. Oh, that is just fucking disgustingly unfortunate. Let's just pop this. Alright, he's gonna spawn in more goons. I only want to focus on Scarab Progress on Ashveil, because the faster you break this guy, the more easy it is for you to get over the box, essentially. So AoE, 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 big AoE. Alright, a lot of free toughness bar damage from Ashveil. Alright, just gonna get another blade out. That is really good. And if that clears out the box, it will be more stacks for my Ashveil, which is also really good. Hop, hop. Oh, that's actually a full clear, which is fantastic. Alright, see if we get ourselves. Alright, there's another 4 right there. Acheron is just gonna jump in immediately for more free outs. And then this is just gonna come in for the skill. Blade ultimate is gonna end here, unfortunately, so it is what it is. Go for the basic, go for that so that I can get my Ashveil a little bit more skill points. It does appear that at this point we can kind of conclusively decide. Ooh. That was really scary, actually. Holy. Alright, little E guy's just gonna go for that. Blade's basic into an ultimate is gonna just pop that over there. 8 out of 9 if it hits Blade. Fantastic. That's got free AoE. Gets a pop right there. Gets a pop right there. Gets a pop right there. We get 1 stack excess, which is not that bad. Right, not that bad. Alright. Then Ashveil is gonna get us out here. Also getting us the weakness break. Then single target damage with the additional debuff is gonna come in. Goes for the skill. Goes for the skill. We're just gonna go for the basic with Hyacine again, so that we can pop out as many of my stacks as possible. Oh, if this guy recovers from his weakness, it's gonna take a bit off. Okay, 36. The Blade comes in, Ashveil goes in, gets another Blade ultimate. Then Hyacine is just gonna be able to do the basic attack, stack on a little bit more charge. Oh boy, this is looking like a 6 cycle dispatch, not gonna lie. Yeah, this is gonna be looking like a 6 cycle dispatch, unfortunately. Gonna wait for Hyacine to cleanse us real quick. Alright, and that's gonna be 9 out of 9. Okay, we're gonna go with our Acheron out first, because that's gonna be 3. I mean, if we clear this in 5, that will be huge. If we can't clear this in 5, then it kind of is what it is. But it's very close. Very close. Alright. Blade goes in. Then Ashveil goes in. Then Acheron goes in. So this will be quite a lot of additional stacks for me. 8% HP. See if this out just kills. Maybe. 3%. 1%. Do we get any pops? Still 1%. Still 1%. Can I get one more ultimate? Oh, okay. That last additional step from the pop does in fact get us a 0 cycle. Not a 0 cycle, but what is this? 5 cycle on 4 action value remaining, which means that E1 Tribbie is going to be definitely a lot better compared to our E0 S0 Ashveil, right? So decision for our 4-cost team, once again, just to kind of reiterate, so the E1 S0 Tribbie team, that was in fact 5 cost, right? If we want to do it with Gallagher, it was just straight up not possible. So that is gonna be our quote-unquote free-to-play setup, 4 costs and 5 costs respectively. Results are just gonna be showing you guys right here. Now we can actually finally go on ahead and activate our vertical cost investments. I'm just gonna open up immediately with our E1 Blade. I'm intentionally just gonna be leaving this at E1 Blade for now. Technically, if you want to care about the best cost value for Acheron mains, getting E2 before Acheron's E2 is gonna be a lot better. But I'm guessing majority of Acheron players nowadays, you guys probably don't even have Blade at E0 first before E2 Acheron, right? So just to keep things a little bit more consistent for our 8 cost setup, I'm going to be showing you guys this right here. So everybody is going to be running E2 S0 Acheron with E1 S0 Blade, E1 S0 Ashveil versus E1 S0 Tribbie, and then both of them are still going to be running the E0 S0 Hyacine for a grand total of a 8 cost vertical investment, right? So this is time while Acheron is going to be able to get the highest possible amount of multiplier for the ultimates. So we'll activate our E1 Ashveil, and then this is going to be already our E1 Blade with our tutorial. Hyacine is just going to be staying here unchanged. So let's just first start off with our E1 Tribbie and see how much faster this is going to be compared to our 5 cycle 100 action value, right? So we're going to do this and let's let Blade take the hit here for the taunt value, just for a little bit of consistency. Alright, here's this guy in the middle. Gets a hit. Gets the out. Fantastic. Tribbie is going to come in. Alright, fantastic. We're just going to activate our Hyacine out first. Then we're going to be able to get our Tribbie out. Alright, Tribbie out comes in. This is 2, then this is 3. Then my Acheron is going to go in right here. Alright, also get ourselves the true damage buff from Tribbie. Alright, so now that we do have ourselves the additional E1 from Blade, the extension from the ultimate state actually might help us by quite a bit, especially considering that the bugs are very, very annoying, and having more AoE is definitely going to be quite helpful for us, right? So we'll just let go of our E2 Acheron ultimate. Damage is definitely considerably higher this time compared to our E0 Acheron, because we do get the additional full multipliers, so very, very good. Summons the Goon here, always hit this horse, just let him summon as many of those things as possible. Okay, a little bit of free hits, which I'm not going to be complaining about. Immediately cast out right here, so we're going to be getting our 9 out of 9, which is going to be a free skill. This comes in for the follow-up attack. Acheron is going to come in. You can see my ultimate AV did get pushed out by that amount, which is absolutely exceptional. So that I will ideally try to keep myself in the ultimate state for as long as I possibly can, right? So this ultimate is going to go in. It's going to spawn up more of the buckles. Alright, gets a little bit of damage over there. Hitting Blade here is going to be absolutely nice. And then he's going to hit us with AoE. Alright, pop over with a Blade ultimate first. Then after Blade, we're going to pop over our Tribbie. 1.3 million. This is going to be instantly coming back to close to 9 out of 9 again. More free hits, I am actually just not even going to complain whatsoever. Refreshing my stacks on Hyacine. Alright, that is going to be 9 out of 9, which means we are going to be able to delay our ultimate state once again. Very, very good. So continuously hitting on this guy. You can see that my damage now is going to be way, way, way better compared to our 4-cost team. So my Acheron should actually just kill out all of them. Okay, actually the horse is going to be a little bit better, so it is what it is. Gets a little bit of a hit. Gets us that. Hitting Blade here is really, really good. More hit is always really, really good. See if we actually get us the kill. I kind of want to see if we can save out this, but my Blade's extra skill should be coming in right now. Okay, barely enough to get the kill, huh? A bit awkward. Let's just out, because I think it should still be my Blade's turn after this. So we'll just Blade out immediately. So it's still my Blade's turn. We'll let go of an Acheron out. But I can see that my performance from 4 cost to... technically not 4 cost, right? 5 cost to 8 cost is looking a lot nicer. Tribbie is just going to go for the basic. And then once Hyacine comes here, we're going to be able to get ourselves another Blade ultimate. Wait for this guy to spawn his goons first, because I excel in AoE environment. Okay, that is going to be fine. Okay, he's going to hit Blade. We'll pop over an Acheron out first, so that he summons a little bit more bugs. More bugs means my Blade has more targets. So now we have 3 targets. Blade can finally go in. Spawns one more. Gets this. Then pop over my Tribbie for DDD, which pulls out my Blade as well. So this will refresh the stacks over there. 8 stacks, 9 stacks because we do have our E2 Acheron. So this is going to be up into 4 target on this ultimate. 8 out of 9 into 9 out of 9 with our Tribbie follow-up. Blade should be getting his ultimate very, very soon. Alright, very, very nice. So at this point, we can then activate my Blade ultimate for 5 target, maximum damage, 1.5. Very nice. Then 2 of them is going to pop. And then my Acheron is just going to be able to out again, I think. Yeah, I should be able to out again right here. So once this gives us a little bit more bugs. Okay. This pops. This pops. So now that we break this, we are going to be doing the highest possible amount of damage to all of the bugs right here. So just to give us a lot of stacks. Alright, that is actually a lot of stacks. I'll activate my Acheron ultimate first, just to get 2 more stacks on the bugs dying. Alright. Alright, then Hyacine is just going to be going for the basic. I'll try to save this ultimate until Hyacine's turn, so that we can be a little bit more efficient with my energy. Then Blade's just going to cast this. Then we'll wait for the 1 cycle. Okay. So now that it's going to be Hyacine's turn. Activate my Hyacine ultimate. Then activate my Blade ultimate. Then activate my Acheron ultimate. Alright. Activate my Acheron ultimate. Then once all that is done, Hyacine is just going to be going for the basic. And then we instantly activate DDD. Pull out my team. So Blade's ultimate is actually going to expire. So it was almost close to 100% uptime. If our Blade was just 2 AV faster, that could have actually delayed us a little bit. Oh wait, it does, right? Oh shit, it does. Then the delay is kind of crazy. We're just going to let this go then. Yeah, so we do get a delay for the 1 extra turn, which is very, very, very nice. Let's just cast our Acheron out right now. Okay, 10% HP. Alright, then Blade is just gonna slap this on. She's gonna reset the cycle after this, so this part he's not actually summoning any of the goons. So we do get ourselves 9 out of 9, which means my ultimate actually gets delayed once again. But is it delayed to a sufficient degree though? Unfortunately not quite enough here. So it is what it is. I'm gonna wait for Blade to come in actually. Actually we can't wait. We have to go. We just have to go. I mean, he still has the Baleful Bind, right? He still has Baleful Bind, so the debuff is still there. It would have been a lot better if I was able to get my Blade out here. Go for the basic. Goes for that. Oh, it would have been so much better if I had my Blade out there. So we're gonna pop this. Activate my Hyacine out. And then activate my Acheron out. And this should definitely be a kill. 3%. No matter how many splash damage is gonna be wasted, this should definitely be a kill, right? Alright, fantastic. So he's gonna respawn. Bugs are gonna start popping. Holy shit. The delay is hella fucking annoying actually. So we're gonna pop that. Alright, that is kinda chill. Tribbie goes for that. Bug is gonna spawn. I mean, my Hyacine kinda has to go for the cleanse, otherwise my Acheron can't out, so it is what it is. The bugs die here. Huge, huge, huge. Actually huge. So we can deal with the rest of the bugs a little bit more easily. Right? 9 out of 10. Just gets another one here. Do we get out? Fantastic. Alright, fantastic. Summons 2 more. Gets a Blade out. Then after Blade out, we're just gonna get our Acheron out. There we go. And then this gives us another stack. Another stack. Okay, so no wastage this time, which is pretty good. And we're just gonna let this rip. Alright. Alright. See if we get crowd control here. Okay, that's good, that's good. You guys has a little bit more of them DDs. Okay, 9 stacks is really, really good. Let's cast our Blade out first. Then we'll cast our Acheron out. Okay. So it's gonna spawn. Okay, I actually did not spawn the other 2, but at least this helps me concentrate damage a little bit here. Okay, 5, 6. Hyacine just gonna basic. 7. See if we can wait for Hyacine's last turn. So this pops in. Acheron is gonna pop. Tribbie is gonna scale. Yep, Tribbie is gonna scale. Blade is gonna scale, which means we are gonna be able to get a break here. Okay, Hyacine turn begins. We'll activate a Hyacine out first, then cast a Blade out. I don't think we're gonna be able to get a 3 cycle clear. It's a bit too slow from the looks of it. Do get ourselves an Acheron out right now. Okay. If it hits Blade. Oh, for fuck's sake. Not that bad though. Right, Hyacine and cleanses. So not that bad. One thing is that our skill point is actually very, very chill. So not too big of a concern in that regard, right? We are going to be able to get a Tribbie here. Tribbie is going to pop. We refreshed our busy as Tribbie, so we're going to be able to get off another stack. See if we can get off one more follow up, and then if it gets a pop, no more pop. Oh, okay. Don't think we're gonna be getting any other pops here. So it looks to be a 4 cycle dispatch, right? It should be a 4 cycle dispatch. This comes in. I mean, I'm just gonna out, right? Because if I were to get a kill, I get more stacks from my Acheron anyway, so it should be pretty chill. 9 out of 9, then Blade can pop it out first before the enhanced skill. What AV is this? 82 AV at 4 cycles. So we basically improved our clear by roughly slightly under 100 AV. Alright, slightly under 100 AV. So that is going to be our 8 cost Acheron team featuring our E1 Blade, right? 4 cycle, 82 AV dispatch right here. Our next DPS, we are pretty much gonna be going for the whatchamacall, 4 cycle, 82 AV. Next up, we're just gonna be running the exact same units with the only tweak being our E1 Tribbie changing out into a E1 Ashveil, which is going to be giving us a little bit more of the damage vulnerability. Now, the question is whether or not this damage vulnerability is going to be better than our E1 Tribbie. So everything else is just once again going to be the exact same. We're just going to let go of our Blaze technique, and hopefully our 12 cost team is going to be like a lot faster, right? Because I'm also very interested to see how E2 Blade is going to be able to perform here. I'm just going to go for the basic because Ashveil does have the target over there. Alright, this gives me my Blade ultimate immediately. Okay. Hyacine is just gonna cut the scale, get an out, and then we got an Acheron out. Alright. Get a bit of water. Okay. The minion is still alive for some weird reason. That's pretty interesting. If Ashveil gets a kill here, it's actually pretty good. Now I can proc my oh my god, bro. Okay, it is what it is. I was thinking if Ashveil gets a kill, I can proc my cruising instead of C. But I guess life does kind of suck a little bit, so it is what it is. He gets the action from the advance, got a little bit of hit, just kind of chill. Then 2 target, pop our ultimate right here. 5 out of 9, 6 out of 9. 7 out of 9. It's gonna start getting that. Let's get our ultimate right now. 8 out of 9, 9 out of 9 AoE. Gets us a break. Very good. Then there's gonna be an AoE right here. Instantly pulls out the horse, which means that we are gonna be getting quite a lot of free damage. Okay, the bug has actually died there, which is really good. So just go for the basic. Okay, gets more stacks. Hitting Blade is always good. 7 out of 9, or 6 out of 9. AoE 7 out of 9. Okay, let's get a hit here. Oh, not quite. Okay, if Ashveil kills this, that'll be good. Okay, really good. Really good. So I actually got off the cruising instead of C, so which is very nice. Let me pop this real quick. Then we pop an Acheron ultimate, or an Ashveil ultimate. Then we'll get ourselves the Acheron ultimate. Unless this straight up just kills. Is it possible? I mean, Acheron definitely kills that. Okay, good. So now we're just gonna all in on the little bug over there. Gets a hit, gets a hit, gets another hit, gets another hit. Then we can save Acheron's out. You know what? Let's just save Blade's ultimate, because AoE is gonna be a little bit better. I don't think my Acheron ultimate can kill actually. How much is that? Okay, skill should kill you. Come on, bro. I'm just out. Bro, I'm just out. Because skill gives us a lot of energy tutorial. Alright, look at it. You're gonna get a lot. I'm basically back up to almost full energy anyways, so it's gonna be fine. Hyacine, I kinda need to just go for the basic, because we get more charge for Blade, as well as Ashveil. Okay, we got 1 cleanse off, which is chill. Okay, first bug that comes out, we are gonna pop with Acheron immediately. So we get ourselves more bugs. Okay, he hits a little Ika. Okay, before that happens, we'll activate our Hyacine out right now. Then Ashveil will get his out. Then after Ashveil gets his out, we'll get Blade his out. Alright, in that location there. Okay, then we pop a Blade out, which will then pop an Acheron out. Right, perfect. 2 stacks. Okay, no wastage, which is really good. Let's get the damage vulnerability from Ashveil is gonna be quite nice here. Especially at targets below 50% HP. Getting a lot of them debuff stacks right now. Holy. Yeah, there's a lot of debuff stacks. We're just gonna let go of another Acheron out, because if we don't, we're just gonna be wasting stacks on the table. That's another pop. That's another pop. And we have a lot of pops. Holy. Yeah, that is a lot of pops. Let's just pop this first. We'll let go of Acheron out first, just because all these are gonna die. And we instantly got ourselves 10 stacks of debuff. So that is pretty good. Alright, that is really good. Ashveil, we're just gonna do that. Acheron, we're just gonna do that. Blade is gonna be losing his stack, I believe. Actually, I get off an extra skill here, which can stall us a little bit. So basic. Then this gets us the extra skill. So this pushes my AV bar low, just barely getting us the additional AV bar actually. So this comes in, which is gonna be quite a good amount of hits. That's 5, and that's gonna be 6. That adds us to 7. We lose the out here, but as long as we get hit on this, that will be really good. Alright, just need bro to hit me a little bit. Pop that. Pop that. Then we'll see if he actually hits Blade. That is not Blade. Alright, I guess that's not gonna be Blade then. Alright, so we're just gonna pop a basic, get him out. And we get this. Pop, pop, pop. 2 cycle here. Can we get us to the next phase? This hit is gonna crowd control. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I mean, we cleanse here, but like it definitely could have been a little bit more fortunate. Also, this video is taking a lot longer than I'm expecting, by the way. I did not expect Scarab to take this fucking long. I think going forward in the future, we probably don't want to do it against Ilwish Uploaders, or rather don't do it against Anomaly King, because King definitely takes an insane amount of time, right? Yeah, so all of our Worth It series in the future will probably do it with like Anomaly Knight instead, because this is an insane amount of time, bro. Let's just pop this here, and we're gonna get our 9, gets that. Okay. I mean, I do need all of the bugs to die right now. Then Ashveil can actually start stacking onto the main guy. Okay, hopefully it doesn't hit Blade. Actually, not that bad. Not that bad. So we are gonna hit this. So he summons a bit more. We pop this first, then we Acheron out, because we are gonna overcap on stacks if I go, because I'm really at 9+2. Then we Blade out on this. Okay, and my Acheron's damage is like substantially higher on this regard here. Then Blade is gonna come in. 2.2 million gets us a break once again. Actually, let me hit that right now. This should be a triple kill on the little bugger once Blade is gonna pop. There's a lot of free stacks. A lot of free stacks. Okay, we can get off a Blade ultimate once again. Okay. Okay, then we get another Acheron. Okay, this is actually really satisfying. Holy shit. It's almost like an infinite amount of stacks for my Acheron actually, because now my Ashveil is gonna go. Holy. I mean, sure. Let's just go for it. I was thinking of killing the bugs first, but like, they're all gonna die here anyways. So I might as well just do more damage to the main target. Alright. Yep. 10 stacks of vulnerability. Will this be a tree cycle? I'm not sure how high is like Ashveil's personal DPS. I mean, we kind of have to just pop this. Because Blade's single target with the bounce can be quite a bit. Unfortunately, we ran out of skill points here, so we have to go for this. 18%. Oh, yo, chat, this might be a tree cycle. Ooh, is this a tree cycle? It might be. 7. See if it hits Blade. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh my god, bro. Really? Oh, that is so fucking unlucky, bro. Unfortunately, that did not hit Blade, so we kind of have to do this. I mean, Blade gives me another additional skill here, so we are going to be getting Acheron out. But in any case, that appears to be a... oh, man. 4 cycle 79 AV, I believe. Yeah, 4 cycle 79 AV, which means that we lost to E1 Tribbie by 3 action value. Right, so E1 Tribbie actually outperformed our E1 Ashveil by 3 action value at an 8 cost perspective. So that is pretty much going to be that for our light spender price point. This video is already long enough, and also it is currently 4 AM, wholly overworking. I'm just going to immediately jump in for the final light spender plus showcase. 12 costs with, first of all, let's just activate our E2 blade. And finally, really good. So from this point, we'll just do our Tribbie first. So instead of Ashveil, we're going to be running our, still going to be the E1 Tribbie. Then instead of not running signature weapons, we are going to be just going for the additional Hyacine. So this is going to give us +1 cost for the light cone, and then this is going to be +1 cost for light cone. So this is going to be 12 cost. Actually, I kind of realized I fucked up. Oh wait, I didn't. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. So this is gonna be 12 cost, right? So 4 cost Acheron, 4 cost Blade, so that's 8. 2 cost Tribbie, so that's 10. Then E0 S1 high, so that's 12, right? So this is a 12 cost team with a E1 S0 Tribbie. Then Blade, we're gonna change this out to finally using Bro's signature weapon. So 4 cost, then 8, 10, 12. Alright, that's fine. Alright. Yeah, bro, I'm so sorry, guys. My brain is like getting kind of cooked here because we're taking this literally like, there's no pausing, there's no recording, or rather no edits. I'm just like slamming this raw dog as we speak. So this is gonna be our 12 cost blade with our Acheron, E1 Tribbie. We do have our signature light cone this time, which actually can be quite nice. So we instantly pop an ultimate. I'm still gonna be waiting for my Tribbie field, because true damage is still true damage, right? I do want that true damage for Acheron to take place. So wasting 2 stacks here, in my opinion, is going to be worth it. But we did reduce the number of charge from 9 to 7. So let's just see how big of this is going to impact our performance, right? But theoretically speaking, based on the way the islands worded, the E1 plus the E2 combined, we should be able to essentially get 100% uptime, meaning that Blade should never ever exceed his ultimate stage ever again, right? That's basically how the E1 and E2 is supposed to work together anyways. So we'll just see if this is going to be able to hold true. Okay, 7 stacks, very good. He's gonna come in, spawns out the box, very good. Instantly pop open and Blade out. 2 million damage is pretty exceptional. Hyacine is always just gonna be doing our basic over there. Okay, aiming a Hyacine is a little bit of a bad RNG, I'm not gonna lie, because if they hit Blade, then that would have been a lot better. Wait, hold up. If Acheron kills this, that would be huge actually. 7, pop. Holy, okay, our 12 cost team is clearing a lot faster. Holy shit. Yeah, this 12 cost team is definitely clearing substantially faster compared to the 8 cost. So we're gonna calm down. Hyacine is always gonna cast a basic. We'll see who Bro aims for. Okay, we actually effect resisted it, which is actually kind of huge, because that means we can save our grow passive for the next instance. You guys gonna let me spawn a little bit more. Okay, so this will be 5 target. Actually, I'll Acheron out first because we're already at 9 plus 3. So we'll Acheron out first. Alright. Then pop. Pop. Alright. So once this goes in, I instantly activate Tribbie out to get us DDD. And then once again, I'm gonna Acheron out before Blade because we get a lot of stacks from Scarecrow S. Okay. Okay. Then we immediately come in with the Blade. Okay, we might be able to just full clear this entire wave right now. Okay, holy, we probably will clear this entire wave. Okay, 1.9. Okay, my Acheron is gonna be having... Okay, only one wasted stack, which is fine, because Acheron should full clear this. 4.3 million damage. Okay. Really good amount. Holy, we just got another set of... Bro, we're literally having 0 turn ultimates with Acheron, which is actually just absurd. Okay. And the fact that this guy didn't break... Okay, now he finally stopped breaking from the little box. Okay. And because this guy is not weak to wind, it's actually pretty good. So I can just squeeze out a little bit more AoE here. Okay, now he definitely dies, right? He actually gets a full clear. So that's gonna pop. That's gonna pop. That's gonna pop. That's gonna pop. And then if my Acheron just one-shots this, does she one-shot this? Brother. Okay, thank you. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, we are gonna pop our glow passive now. Okay. Let me cast it out right now because I don't want to waste any energy. Alright. Alright. And then we'll cast an Acheron out. Let's get rid of all of them immediately. Pop. Pop. Then after Hyacine goes, that's when I cast my Tribbie DDD. Alright, Tribbie DDD. And then Acheron is gonna be able to pop this over here. Okay, ultimate comes in from the E2. Then we'll see if we get ourselves a full clear. Okay, this should be 7 out of 7 for Blade. Okay. That looks to be 3 clears, right? Yeah, that looks to be 3 clears. Alright, then we're gonna be able to get ourselves the Blade out immediately. Okay, 4 million. Does that full clear the bugs? Okay. 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 We have 1 wasted stack, which is very acceptable. So we're just gonna let go of Acheron once again. 2.8. Okay, pretty acceptable. Pretty acceptable. I think we are gonna be taking quite a bit. Okay. Take a bit of a hit. But Acheron should be getting us that 9 stack, which means my Blade is gonna be getting 7 out of 7. Alright. Hold up. Wait, this actually might be looking like a 0 cycle. Okay. Okay, cause now no more bugs are gonna spawn. Cause he already changed face. So if no more bugs are gonna spawn, we'll just let go of this immediately. So we get off the full break. This goes in. Oh, just barely for the 0 cycle actually. Let's see if we can get 1 more ultimate from Acheron. If we can get 1 more ultimate from Acheron, right? Because we are going to squeeze in DDD. We're going to be able to squeeze in DDD here. Oh, that'll be huge. Oh, that'll be huge. DDD. I mean, I have the skill here. There's no choice. 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Then 9. 6 out of 7. 7 out of 7. Acheron out goes in. So if my Blade out kills here with 0 cycle. If my Blade out kills here with 0 cycle. Or rather Blade extra skill. 6 AV. I see it. Ooh. Oh, 6 AV 0 cycle on my very first try. with our 12 cost, 12 cost. Well, you can't even make this shit up. So I guess it's gonna be a 96 AV once. Oh my god, bro. You actually okay, you actually cannot even make that shit up. So one cycle at 96 AV, which okay, you know, I don't even want to say anything about it. So that is pretty much gonna be our first attempt. As usual, that was in fact my first try. I have not cut the footage at all the entire. I just took everything in a single run. So now I'm gonna do my final run before I finally head off the bait, because this video has been going on for way too long, and that is going to be using our E2S0, or what is it? Yeah, so for this particular run here, we are gonna be slapping on with our Ashveil's signature weapon. Then that will pretty much, I need to take out one signature if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I need to take out one signature. Okay, this one I'm kind of not really too sure exactly what is the signature I want to remove. I'm personally going to be removing Acheron's signature just because we actually don't get any debuffs anymore from the S1, right? We are going to be getting debuffs purely from Blade. And then Hyacine is just going to be giving us the additional debuff in the speed. Then I do want Ashveil's light cone, because this does give us additional damage taken by 20%, as well as crit rate, which is going to help a little bit more, right? So maybe the light cone cost could be a little bit more different, but everything else is going to be the exact same. So let's see if this team is going to be able to get us our first try 0 cycle. Alright. Once again, we're just gonna go for the basic, and because we do have the S1 on Blade this time, we can cast our ultimate immediately. Okay, we'll pop a Hyacine out first. And we pop our Acheron out. Okay, this thing dies. Pretty good. 7 out of 7. Really, really good. That is extremely unfortunate. So it is what it is. We're gonna let him take a gander here actually. Okay. So after he starts hatching, that is when you wanna hit this. So we can make bro hatch prematurely. Okay, then Blade's ultimate is gonna be 5 target, and because she spawns the bugs, we'll get more debuffs for Acheron, which is always gonna be very nice. Very nice. Very nice. And then we can save 24 AV, we save 24 AV. Alright, okay, we definitely save 24 AV. Fantastic. So now we're gonna instantly jump in, gets this, gets a follow-up attack, gets a basic on Hyacine. Alright, that is really good. We are just gonna cast my ultimate right now. Do not wait whatsoever. Gets another skill. See who he goes for. He goes for Ashveil, which is like a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. I don't really want to waste my Acheron stacks at all. As much as I can, I'll just try to not waste my Acheron stacks. Alright, because Blade is going to be giving me that hit right now. Then after Blade hits, we're going to be getting our little Ashveil ultimate right here. Then once Ashveil ultimate goes in, we're just going to activate my Acheron out. Okay, I did not waste a single stack, I believe. Yeah, I did not waste a single stack, so that's really good. Then once we pop the little buckles, that will give my Blade the additional stat required for his enhanced skill. Okay, a lot of debuffs. Actually, I can just cast my... Goddamn, we just cast my ultimate again. Okay, I'm literally just gonna cast my ultimate again, because stacks are gonna be the #1 priority right here. Right, I do not want to waste my Acheron stacks whatsoever. Okay, so that's gonna give me another fresh set of stacks. I believe I can Blade out. Then after Blade out, I can get my Acheron out. And if my Acheron outdeals enough here, we should be getting us to phase 2. Okay, we definitely reach phase 2. Okay, that is actually really fast. Effect res is crazy lucky actually. Holy shit. Because if you effect res that, you don't get action very delayed from quantum imprisonment. So that was really lucky on our end. Okay, this is 8. We are just gonna pop this right now and immediately let go of an Acheron out. Alright, 3.7 million gets us a pop, gets us a pop, gets us another pop, and then we get off another pop. So we start off with a fresh wave, which is always nice. Pop this. Blade out should get me a Acheron out, but I want to let go of Hyacine first, or rather, oh my god, Acheron first. I mean, the stacks are always going to overflow, so it is what it is, but I try to minimize the wastage as much as I possibly can. Then we let go of my Acheron, or rather Ashveil out. Blade's follow-up will get rid of the bugs, so we don't really have to worry about it. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Because if my Ashveil kills them, I can spawn in more buckles for me. Alright. Alright. Because the more bugs that dies, the more stacks I get for Acheron. So the longer I extend his toughness bar, the longer I keep more bugs added to my collection. So that was actually a pretty good play by myself, if I can say so. Then we just let go of another Acheron out. That's gonna be 5. That's gonna be 6. And then that's gonna pop. We should get us close to another Acheron out again. Okay, really good. So we get off another Acheron out. Please don't break. Ah, fantastic. No breaking is fantastic over here. Blade is fine. Okay, this is finally gonna get a break. So like we restored long enough anyways. Question is this enough to get a 0 cycle though? We'll let go of a Blade out right now. Okay. Hyacine, you do get an extra turn here actually. Energy wise, we can actually just go for 2 basics, because 2 skill plus 1 basic or 2 basic is always gonna be any the same anyways. So we're just gonna do that. Do a basic first. Pop and Hyacine out. Okay, I will do this. Then Acheron out. Then Ashveil out. And then we'll let this come in. 8%. Oh, wait. 59 AV. So that is going to be our first 12 cost 0. In fact, the first 0 cycle I did on this entire early access server using the power of our 12 cost Ashveil Blade Hyacine on this particular setup right here. And I did not even use Acheron's signature weapon because Boundless Coil is a very good. I know it's 0 cycle, but is it 56? Sorry guys, my brain is allergical. Yo, if my editor can just kindly let me know what's AV. I can't, is that 54, 56? Whatever it's gonna be. I'll update you guys in the list a little bit later on, but I am finally done with this video. Thank you guys so much for watching till the very end. I basically just ran this on a single take, and let me know what you guys think of M Blade and their respective price investments. Of course, I would say at this point, if you're going to be going for E2 S1 M Blade, it does open up the team building potential for a lot of different teammates. So for example, maybe if you take away Ashveil's S1 and then just went for the E1 Hyacine, you could have gone maybe a little bit more value. Who knows, right? Who knows? Maybe you want to run this with like other wheelchair, you want to run this with Sunday, you want to run this with Ashveil, Hyacine, all that kind of stuff. I will leave that to the live server to decide from there. So if this video has been helpful, please smash it, like and subscribe right now. I am like so fucking tired. Join Twitch, trying to join Discord, use code PRO Bro of the day is gonna be, oh my god, I need sleep, bro. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye bye.